Hello students, in this video lesson we will study about the three levels of causes of a disease. Now the substances which cause diseases are called the disease agents. The disease agents are of mainly 5 types. The first one is the biological agents. These includes bacteria, fungi, protozoas, etc. Biological agents are also called pathogens. The next agent is nutrient agent. These include food components such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins and water. That means all the nutrients are included in this. The next type of agent is chemical agent, which can be of two types: endogenous chemical agent or exogenous chemical agent. Now the endogenous chemical agents are the chemicals which are produced in the body itself. For example, urea, uric acid, the dilute HCl which is produced in our stomach, etc. The exogenous chemical agents are the chemicals that enter the body from outside. For example, the pollutants, pollens, spores, etc. The next type of agents are physical agents. These include temperature, humidity, pressure, radiation, sound, etc. And the last type of agents are mechanical agents. These include friction or other mechanical forces which result in injury, sprain, fracture, etc. Now children, some diseases are caused due to genetic disorders also. Agents for certain diseases are not fully known. Now children, these agents of the diseases are the first level causes of a disease. In addition to these, there is another category of causes known as the second level cause of disease or the contributory causes. Let us look at an example. Suppose there is an elderly person in your locality who is suffering from diarrhea which is commonly known as loose motions. You can say that the cause of diarrhea is an infection with the virus. So, the immediate or the first level cause of the disease is a virus. But the next question is, from where did he get this virus? Suppose you find that the virus came through drinking water supplied by the civic authority. But other person in your locality must have used the same drinking water. So why is it that one person developed loose motions when the other person in the locality did not? The possible answer to this question might be that this person is not healthy. As a result, his body resistance to disease is weak. He is more likely to suffer from the disease when exposed to risk, whereas other healthier persons would not. Another question that may arise in your mind is why this person is not healthy. Perhaps because he is not well nourished and does not get enough food. So lack of proper nourishment becomes a second level cause of the disease. Further, why is that person not well nourished? Perhaps he belongs to a very poor family which is unable to provide proper food. It is also possible that he may have some genetic reason which makes him more likely to suffer from diarrhea when exposed to such a virus. Without the virus, both the poor nourishment and genetic reason alone would not lead to diarrhea, but they become contributory causes of the disease. Now you can think about water supply. Why clean drinking water is not supplied by the civic authority? Perhaps the public services are poor in your locality. So poverty or lack of public services become the third level cause of a disease. So from this discussion we can conclude that all the diseases have an immediate cause, which can be any of the disease agents, and some contributory causes like the undernourishment or genetic disorder or any of the bad environmental conditions. Now, yesterday we studied about acute and chronic diseases. Let us study about two more different type of diseases, which are congenital and acquired diseases. Now, the congenital diseases are also called inborn diseases because they occur since birth. They are caused due to the genetic disorders. For example, congenital heart disease, color blindness, Down's syndrome, etc. The acquired diseases, on the other hand, develop or occur after birth. They are further classified into two types: communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Now, in brief, we can say that communicable diseases are those diseases which spread from an infected person to a healthy person, whereas non-communicable diseases are those diseases which do not spread or transmit from infected person to a healthy person. We will study about these diseases in detail in the next video lesson.